You made it. 30 days of IELTS practice, learning, mistakes, improvement, and consistency have brought you to this moment. But remember, your IELTS preparation does not end when the challenge ends. Now it is time to perform. In today's final lesson, we will cover your exams day checklist, what to take to the test center, timed practice rules, last minute tips, confidence building strategies, and the right mindset before your exams. So stay with us until the end because this final lesson could help you walk into your IELTS exam feeling prepared, calm, and confident. So let's begin. Let's start with your IELTS exam day checklist. The first rule is simple: do not leave everything until exam morning. Prepare the night before. Check your test confirmation and make sure you know your test date, your reporting time, your test center location, and exactly how you will get there. If possible, plan your route in advance and allow extra travel time. You do not want to start your exam day feeling rushed. Next, prepare your identification documents. Bring the same valid identification document that your test provider requires for your IELTS registration. Check your test center's instructions carefully because identification requirement can vary. Also check what items are permitted inside the test room. Do not assume that everything you normally carry is allowed. And remember, your test center's official instructions always come first. The night before, prepare your clothes, identification, travel arrangements, and anything else your center especially tells you to bring. Then get a good night's sleep. Do not stay awake all night trying to learn new vocabulary. At this stage, rest is part of your preparation. Now let's talk about what you should take. Your most important item is your required identification document. Take only the items permitted by your test center. You may also want to carry water or small snacks for before or after the test if your center allows it. But remember, personal belongings may need to be stored outside the test room. So don't arrive with unnecessary items. Avoid bringing expensive electronics, large bags, or anything that could create extra stress. Most importantly, check your test center's instructions before exams day. And here's a very important tip: do not experiment with new things on exam day. No new study method, no complicated strategy, no last minute panic. Use the techniques you have already practiced during these 30 days. Now let's talk about one of the most important part of your final preparation: timed practice. If you are still practicing before your exam, practice under real exams conditions. Set the exact time, remove distractions, put your phone away, do not pause the test, do not check answers while you are working, and do not give yourself extra time. Why? Because IELTS is not only testing your English, it is also testing how effectively you can use your English under time pressure. For reading, practice completing the full test within the official time limit. For writing, practice both tasks within the official times. For listening, follow the test instructions carefully and train yourself to stay focused even when you miss an answer. For speaking, practice answering naturally without memorizing complete scripts. And after every time practice, don't just check your score. Ask yourself, why did I lose marks? Was it vocabulary, grammar, misunderstanding the question, poor time management, careless mistakes, or lack of concentration? Your mistakes are feedback. Use them to improve. Now, here are some last minute tips you should remember. Tip number one, read the instructions carefully. Never assume you know what the question is asking. Tip number two, watch the time. Don't spend too long on one difficult question. If necessary, move forward and return later when possible. Tip number three, answer every question when the test format allows you. Do not leave avoidable blanks. Tip number four, keep your answers relevant, especially in writing and speaking. Don't try to show off with complicated language that you cannot control. Clear and accurate English is much better than complicated English full of mistakes. Tip number 5, don't panic after one mistake. You may miss one listening answer, you may misunderstand one reading question, you may make a grammar mistake while speaking. That's okay. One mistake does not decide your entire IELTS results. Stay focused on the next question. Now let's talk about confidence. Confidence does not mean thinking, I will get every answer correct. Real confidence means whatever happens, I know how to handle it. If you don't understand a speaking question, stay calm and ask the examiner to repeat or clarify when appropriate. If you make a mistake, continue speaking. Don't stop and criticize yourself. If you don't know a particular word, explain the idea using words you do know. Remember, communication is more important than perfection. And please don't compare yourself with other candidates. Some may finish before you, someone may speak faster than you, someone may appear more confident. It doesn't matter. Your IELTS test is your performance. Take a breath, listen carefully, think clearly, and trust the preparation you have completed. The night before your exam, keep things simple. Do not try to study everything again. Review your key strategies. Look through your common mistakes. Prepare your required documents and belongings. Check your route. Set your alarm and sleep. On exam morning, wake up early enough to avoid rushing. Eat something familiar if you normally eat breakfast. Stay hydrated but don't do anything unusual. Most importantly, protect your mental energy. You don't need to spend the morning worrying about your band score. Your job is not to predict your result. Your job is simply to answer the question in front of you, one question at a time, one task at a time, one section at a time. And now I want you to remember something. You started this challenge because you wanted to improve. Maybe at the beginning, IELTS felt difficult. Maybe reading was confusing. Maybe listening felt too fast. Maybe writing was difficult to organize. Maybe you knew the answer in your mind but struggled to express it in English. But look at you now. You completed 30 days of practice. You learned, you practiced, you made mistakes, you corrected them, and you kept going. So don't walk into the exam thinking, what if I fail? Walk in thinking, I will give my best. You cannot control every question. You cannot control the difficulty of the test, but you can control your preparation, your focus, your time, and your attitude. Take a deep breath and tell yourself, I am prepared, I am calm, I will do my best. And finally, congratulations! You have completed the IELTS 30-day challenge. 30 days, 30 lessons, countless questions, and one important goal to become a more confident IELTS candidate. But remember, completing the challenge is not the finish line. It is the beginning of your next step. Keep practicing, keep improving, keep believing in yourself. And when you finally walk into the test center, remember everything thing you have worked for. From all of us at Sarah and Boniface Inspirations, we are proud of you. Thank you for learning with us. If this 30-day challenge helped you, subscribe to the channel. Share this lesson with another IELTS candidate and keep practicing with us. And remember, practice builds skill, consistency builds confidence, and confidence helps you perform at your best. Good luck with your IELTS exam. You have got this.